I think we've just seen our first pure AI layoffs. So 40% of the workforce at Block, Jack Dorsey's company, the founder of Twitter, have just been laid off. So 10,000 people has been cut down to 6,000, with the explicit reason being artificial intelligence, the use of agentic AI within the business. I think this is the first, and we're going to see many, many more during 2026. Now, I'm calling it pure AI layoff because I think a lot of the layoffs we saw before, which were due to AI, supposedly due to AI, were actually from corporate overhiring back during the COVID times, and then using AI as a useful excuse to reduce headcount without it looking like the company was weak. So Klarna, for example, cut a lot of jobs and said this is because of artificial intelligence. They then had to rehire them because they actually needed those people. But Klarna was not actually in a good position financially. They were hemorrhaging money, but they were preparing for an IPO. They were trying to get ready and look on paper like a very profitable, very secure company for their initial public offering. But they weren't. Block, on the other hand, is. They are profitable. They've been growing for years. They have a good portfolio of different businesses and are generally doing very well. So this comes from a place of strength rather than a place of weakness. Salesforce is another good example here. They cut a bunch of jobs and said, oh, it's due to AI, then had to rehire those people back. They are a legacy company who is under massive threat from artificial intelligence. If you've ever used Salesforce, you probably use it because you have to. You've been using it for decades, not because you want to, because it's an old piece of crap, let's be honest. So these are not companies who are using at the forefront of this technology. They're not using agentic AI, whereas Block is. They are using our modern AI that we're using in 2026. We're not talking about setting up Copilot. We're not talking about ChatGPT for a couple of years ago. We're talking about from the ground up, building product, running teams using agentic AI. This is new, and I think we're going to see an awful lot more of it in 2026.